Hi everyone, this is Nate from the Stillwater Nav page. I want to demo the new Lowrance Depth Finder unit, the Elite-5 TI that I bought. Here I've just got it powered on like a AC to DC adapter, right? Essentially provides 12 volts battery power to the unit. I also note how big this transducer unit is. This is the TotalScan transducer. You have to be very careful to make sure that the unit you're buying includes this larger TotalScan transducer that does both downscan and side scan technologies. Just give you a quick demo of what the screen looks like. You first start it up and it comes up with this warning. And I've already loaded on my map, so I'm going to give a quick demo of what that looks like. And I'm going to click yes to these prompts. And just to give you an idea, there's the Stillwater shaded relief depth map with my routes integrated on it. This unit does have a GPS WAS or SBAS chipset, so it should have a very accurate position, and it can collect data for both downscan and side scan sonar. Any data that's collected by these units can be provided to me, and I can integrate them into the project. So right now there's about 5% of the reservoir left. You can see I also have the campsites in there. So if you come over here to the east side of the reservoir and zoom in there a little bit, you'll see there's some holes and gaps in the depth map. There's a few people that now own these on the reservoir that are willing to contribute data, so I think we'll be able to fill these holes in very quickly. Once the 2D contour depth map is done, I want to move on to collecting bottom scan mosaic data, which will give us essentially a picture of the bottom that'll show like bottom hardness, whether it's a soft bottom or rocks. It'll show us stumps and branches, sunken boats, and a bit more detailed imagery of where the riverbed and creek beds are now under the surface of the reservoir. I'm going to switch over to a different mode where you can connect to this unit via Wi-Fi on your mobile device and remote control it from your device. So I'm going to switch over to that because I think it'll provide a little bit better video. So now I'm capturing the screen capture on my Android phone. If you go to the Google Play Store and download the Lowrance Link app, that's up here in the upper left corner, you can go ahead and start that, and I'll show you how I set up the unit to talk to it via the phone. So you click the remote control here. Now I'm connected to the unit, and what I did was if you click this here at the top, you can go to the Pages button. These buttons shown on the right here are also found on the front of the unit, so it's just like clicking those on the unit. If you go to the Pages button, it takes you to the main front page. You can click on Settings and then scroll down until you find Wireless, and then it says Connect your phone or tablet, and it gives you the network name and a unique password to connect directly to the unit. You turn on your Wi-Fi on your phone and connect directly to it using that password, and now you can remote control the unit. And again, you have the back button here at the top too. It logs you out of the app. And connect back up. Go back out to the main screen. And then you can choose from here. So again, going back to the chart, where we left off from before is now shown on my phone. And you can remote control scan around the chart. And then there's a bunch of chart options here. So I've provided the files for both the shaded relief and for the vector map, which gives you a little bit clearer view. If you're out in the sunshine, that might be a little bit easier to read, but this one gives you, the shaded relief one gives you more detail, and will show you where stream beds are located. So there you can see, right there, if I zoom in, you can see where Twitchell Creek used to be. That winding dark blue snake there is what used to be Twitchell Creek. connecting into the Beaver River up here. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do here. There's various custom layouts that you can create on the right. So you can pick those, and you can have the chart on the left and the sonar on the right. You can change the view as well for the chart. There we go, back up to the chart. Chart options, look ahead, north up. You can also do heading up, and then you can turn on 3D mode here, and then with one finger you can drag up and down. And then with with the heading up, as you're driving the boat, this should rotate and show your path and show your location once you have GPS turned on. Once you're in the sonar mode, you can go into advanced and log sonar, and then you can pick your file names, file format, which should also always be SL2. Save to memory card. So I have a 32 gig memory card, which I believe is the maximum size right now, supported by the Lowrance unit. And you can pick some other options there too, but that's how you log sonar for the unit. There's some other settings here that I haven't really played with on the water to see how they affect the sonar data collection. Downscan sonar, I think you should always use 200 kilohertz. And then for side scan sonar, which if you go back up to the main screen, and pick structure for structure scan. That's Lowrance's proprietary term for side scan. I think for that it should always be set to 455 kilohertz for Stillwater. Since it's relatively shallow water and fresh water, I think that's the ideal frequency. Maybe if you find something interesting, you might want to drive back and forth over it a few times, and then maybe switch up to 800 and drive over it a few more times and try to get as much data collection on that object as possible. Just wanted to show you the various settings too. Settings for the system and navigation. Under system, you can click on satellites, and it'll show what satellites you're tracking and your position. You can connect in an external GPS source, but most of the time that's not really necessary. Chart options, sonar options. You can calculate fuel used for the boat. Set up your units, set up your wireless connections. You can connect to a wireless hotspot if you're at your house, or you can set it up for your phone tablet connection. And you can also turn on Bluetooth here as well and connect other devices. I think by default, when you first pull the unit out of the box, it's not going to have this Bluetooth capability. You have to download the software update from Lowrance and apply it to the unit, and then this Bluetooth will appear. You can set up some other network stuff here if you wanted to connect in NEMA devices, which are other position or temperature or sonar devices that you can connect to the unit. You can set up some other information here about vessels, and you can turn on a simulator to simulate sonar and position. That's about it, really. You can have some like a steering screen, tells you where to steer. I prefer the chart over this, and you can also do info screen. I think most of the time the chart would be the most useful on Stillwater. Alright, thanks for watching.